right, welcome back, physical science students. Hope you guys are all doing good. It's Tuesday morning down at the school, just taping the video for you guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It was awesome weather. I hope you guys got outside on Friday and Saturday, including Sunday, to go soak up some of that sunshine. It was a little breezy, but I have to say, 74 degrees, kind of an anomaly for us here in May. So we're moving this week, kind of finalizing some things within energy calculations. I taught you guys how to calculate potential energy. I taught you guys how to calculate kinetic energy. Then we got through free fall speed, as well as calculating the height an object falls from. So today we're going to tie it all back together, and I'm going to zoom in on this question really quick, and then we're going to work on solving it. So I'm going to come over here so you guys can see a little better. So here's my question. It says, if an object is falling at a rate of 50 meters per second and has 1,000 joules of energy when it hits the ground, how high did the object fall from and what is its mass? Okay, so that's what we're going to work with. Now, it's going to be kind of hard to type this up on the board like this, so I'm going to click off the projector and then, using what we're given, solve for this. You're also going to see on your worksheet, I made this into the answer or an example problem, and it's on the first one, so you can solve it step by step, okay? So let's do this. Make sure you can still see my board. And back up just a little bit. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay, let's see if this will work for you. Okay, so now let's see what we know about this equation. So let's go write down what our knowns are. So I've got known velocity. That is 50 meters per second squared. And I couldn't put the square on there for some reason again. Known gravity. And that's going to be 9.8 meters per second, like usual. And we know our energy. But we don't know height. No question. And mass, we don't know. So we don't know our height, we don't know our mass. I'm going to come over here and make sure you all can see this on the board. Yep, okay. So the equations we're going to need to start with. So equations. So we'll need potential energy, of course. So we'll need potential energy. So E of P is equal to mass. Oops, let's see, can you see that over there on that far? Oh, I'm getting a little bit farther. Let's do it this way. So, can I write a little bit to the left? Or below? I'll write below. Here we go. So here's our equations we're going to need. So I've got potential energy, so UP is mass times gravity times height. So we know that one. And we're also going to need our height formula, which is 1/2 g times t squared, or g is 9.8 and t is your time, okay? Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we need to solve for time. So let's do this. So we're going to know how long this object has fallen. Okay, so we got 50 meters per second, and we know our gravity is 9.8 meters per second, so this could calculate our time. So we're going to go 50 meters per second squared divided by 9.8 meters per second, and we'll come up with 5.10 seconds. Okay, let me see if make sure we can see everything. Okay, just barely. Cool. Now we need to solve for height. Okay, so we have our 1/2 g times t squared. Okay, so I've got 1/2, or I can do it this way, 0.5 times 9.8 times 5.10 squared, and I'll come up with, and I'll write this below, or to the side and see if we can get this in here. 127.45 meters. Double check. See if we got that in there. Just barely again. That's awesome. Okay, so now I've got 127.45 meters. Now I gotta solve for my mass. Well, I've given 1,000 joules, so I'm gonna solve this, set this up for the unknown. So one thing I've solved for now is, oops, sorry, not mass. 5 okay, meters, sorry. So next I gotta solve for the unknown. So I wanna go for solve for mass. So I'm going to have 1,000 joules is equal to 127.45 times 9.8 times x. Woo! And it's pouring at school outside right now. It's loud. Yeah, probably you guys can't hear that. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take my 127.45, multiply it by 9.8, and I'll get 1,249.01 times x. Remember, I'm still equal to 1,000 joules. Okay. Now, to solve for the last little bit so I can get my mass, divide by 1,249.01, divide by 1,249.01, and lastly, x will equal 0.80 kilograms. That would be my final answer. So if I had an object that was falling at 50 meters per second, had 1,000 joules of energy when it hit the ground, and we know for gravity, we can calculate how long it was falling for, 5.10 seconds. We can figure out the height it fell from, and lastly, we can figure out the mass. So I hope this helps. Please reach out to help, or please reach out for help if you guys need some help with this system. Your homework for this week looks exactly like this. So please just plug and play. Solve for time first, solve for height, and then lastly, solve for mass. I hope you guys are all well. Like I said, we're getting through it. I know this is it's still kind of weird. Thanks to all of you that have turned in homework, reached out in the past week or two, and really climbed on board and starting to tackle some of this stuff for science. I look forward to seeing you guys this next year as you come back in as biology students, and yeah, hopefully we'll all see each other again very soon. Take care. Let me know if you guys need anything, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.